Hello from Kyoto. We just took the Shinkansen over from Tokyo and it was a pretty easy journey. We just got here for part of our honeymoon and we are staying at a ryokan that is absolutely stunning. They were super booked, so we're staying actually in 2 different rooms while we're here just for 2 nights, and we've got a jam-packed schedule because there's so much to see in Kyoto and it's my first time. Actually, maybe I came as a baby, I'm not sure, but first time as an adult and I am very excited. But there's a million things to do and I feel like it's very hard to pack into a day in 2 halves, so we'll see how it goes. The room is honestly so beautiful. I don't want to go anywhere though. We might just stay here the whole time. So let me give you guys the tour. When you walk in, there's this little hallway here that overlooks a garden courtyard. We've got the bedroom over here, and then this is the main room. They gave us a little daifuku and green tea when we arrived. I think a TV's over there. And then this is the view out to the main room, which is so stunning. I love this. And it's all tatami mats everywhere. Oh, this is so peaceful. I wish we were staying for like 4 weeks instead of 2 nights. Then down here, fridge, tea, a little room. Honestly, this is what I want my home to look like. We've got like a toilet over here, and then out here is the bath. This is such a peaceful space. I cannot wait. We're gonna hop in here. Ah, lovely. And there's a little balcony out here too. Over by the sink, they have the Rifa hair dryer. We just went to the store in Tokyo and I've been debating getting the dryer. I don't know if they have dual voltage though, but if they did, I would probably get one because it's so compact. And I love the brushes I got, but I would definitely go back for a hair dryer or the straighteners, maybe everything. This is definitely on incorrectly. There were so many layers. I wasn't sure how to put it on, but we're just gonna relax for a little bit, unpack, and then get out to see Kyoto. For this entire trip, I packed this handy cam that I was going to be using for the vlog, and then I used it day 1 and I was like, absolutely not, that's not happening anymore. So if there's a couple cool clips, they might be on here, but I don't think I'm going to be using that. It was cool that we saw they were selling these at the camera shops we went to the first couple days. Very expensive now, but this one's just Iogin's that his dad gave him a while ago. So if you have cameras now, I feel like hang on to them because in 20 years we're going to be going through the same cycle again. The camera I did get at the shop that was a replacement for one that is broken in the US, literally just this latch, or not this one, this latch is broken on mine, and they were like, we can't even repair it, so had to get a new one, which is insane. I feel like maybe there's like specialty repair places that would definitely do it because it was such a minor physical repair that needed to be done, but alas. Very excited to have it with me though here because it was taking some cool film photos of the room. We needed a little caffeine pick-me-up, so we walked over to the most beautiful blue bottle I've seen in my life. That was right outside our hotel. Then for dinner, we just walked in somewhere random because things seemed to be shutting down by that time. Our goal for the night was really to get to these cocktail bars, and by the time we got there were huge lines of tourists. There were so many Australians everywhere, so we didn't end up getting to go to any of them. I was so worried that this hotel would be freezing just because it is an older building. I think it was built in 1913, and just in the style of traditional Japanese house, I was not sure what the heating situation would be, but it is freaking hot in there. It is blazing. Well, this room is so warm and steamy, but the bedroom, they have their central air and heating, and they have these little heaters too. It's really, really warm, so not something we had to worry about at all. Even in the hallways, they've got these massive heaters going, so very, very comfy. Today we've got an insane number of touristy things to do. I think we're gonna try to do the bamboo forest, and then maybe we'll do that. I don't know. There's just so many things I know stuff is gonna fall off the list. Even yesterday we wanted to go to this shrine in Philosopher's Path. We did not end up getting there at all. There are some things I do want to take off the itinerary though, which are some of the cocktail bars I have found. In Tokyo, I was trying to avoid finding recommendations online and just vibe going places, because I think that like TikTokification of travel has just really made some places so unpleasant, where I was excited to go there, it's a cool place, but then you get there and it's all Americans, Australians, and British people, and it just feels like being home. It doesn't feel like you went somewhere special to go to this place. Like, these are bars that you could very easily just find in San Francisco. So I think I'm gonna cross those off of my list, and that might change the way we kind of do Tokyo when we get back to. Just a little disappointing, but a lesson learned for me. And I feel like I've seen this happen in Paris too, where there's certain spots that have just blown up on TikTok, and like lines out the door filled with exclusively Americans, and it's a different experience than what we're looking for. Look at this. This stuff smells so good. I don't know if is Aroma Escold or Pola the brand. This smells amazing. I might need to get this to take home. I also got this monster pimple that is so painful, so hopefully that goes away. I put a sticker on it, but it's still there. Surprise, surprise, we ended up back at Ichiran. I woke up with a bit of a headache this day, so I needed just some cozy food and an Advil. I don't know, maybe it was like the air pressure from the snow. Then we walked over to Nikishi Fish Market, and to be honest, I was a little bit disappointed. It felt like a market that you would have seen in pretty much any other touristy spot. So we probably would have taken this off our list if we could do it again. Started snowing a little bit. It was very chilly. I did not see that on the forecast, but I bundled up as much as possible. Our hotel gave us these little hand warmers, which is so sweet. When we were leaving, the owner came running out the door and gave them to us. So I'm gonna save these for when we get really cold. We decided to skip Bamboo Forest. I think it's too far out of the way for our like 2-night itinerary, but I'm gonna stay warm and keep exploring. We got our little taste of snow because I haven't had it in a few years with California. Actually, we went to New York and had snow, but it's like a little dainty snow. It's very cute. I've been feeling so dizzy for some reason the last few days. I don't know if it's just like hunger or exhaustion, but eating is definitely helping, so I'm probably just hungry. And it's so freaking cold and windy here. All of my fingers are like peeling around my nails, so I'm just trying to stay moisturized, keep them hidden in my pockets, and hopefully it'll stop the pain. I'm also rubbing lip balm all over them, trying to keep them moisturized. Next up, we headed to the Fushimi Inari Shrine, which I feel like is the iconic spot people recommend in Kyoto. I heard the advice that you should go up further, then there are a lot of tourists, and honestly that's my advice too. The bottom was so packed, I thought it was going to be a horrible experience, but the further up and up we went, the more peaceful it became. Walking through the gates with the little snow coming down, it was so peaceful and beautiful. This was the top of the mountain, and honestly there wasn't too much to see there. There wasn't a vantage point or anything, so we had fun hiking up, and we got to see a little bit of a bamboo forest, but it was not like a magical view at the top. We ended up hiking for like 3 hours, and at the end we got Inari at the bottom, and it was this really homemade little spot that was so cute. Then we walked around Ninenzaka and got some daifuku that was, I thought it was going to be handmade, but they just had this whole little show, so we just had to stop and see it. Then we walked around the Ninenzaka area, and it was honestly so beautiful, but I've seen some videos during the daytime of how packed it can get, and I can definitely see that. It's such a beautiful historic area, but it's been really popular on Instagram recently, so I think the streets get very, very flooded during the daytime. Here's our new room we just got back to. Very similar vibe. We have our beds here, kind of all the same things, just rearranged in different ways. Out here is the little balcony, and there's a balcony there, and then outdoor space. It's really chilly out here, so I'm gonna keep this closed, but it looks out over the street, so we're gonna not have that open. There's another balcony there, and then our hot tub. They moved our bags, which was so kind of them. Over here in the dark is the hot tub room. Doesn't have the outdoors, but it looks out over the balcony there. Oh my god, it's so dark. You can kind of see. Morning. Ooh, it was cold in here with the 2 sides of windows. Let me show you the view though. Definitely prefer the other room, but this is a very nice space too. If it were spring, it would be so lovely to just sit here and look out at the trees, but it is very, very cold. It is our last morning in Kyoto. I know we haven't done some of the quieter temples and we just hit the main sites, but I think they've really turned the touristy spots into very touristy spots, if that makes sense. And especially with where we were last night, it's so filled with like photo spots almost that it really takes me out of it while we're walking around. Like, you'll just be walking on this really cool street and then it's like packed in one specific area and everyone's got their tripods out getting the same photo. Especially at Fushimi Inari with the gates, just the way people are taking photos is so different from Tokyo. I guess in Tokyo there's a lot of people just living their lives and tourists are intermingled in it, but in Kyoto it's such a small city that the tourist areas, I feel like, end up being very separate from other spots. So it's just very dense with Australians and Americans here. It's definitely a very different vibe than Tokyo. Anytime we've gone off the beaten path has been a lot more interesting and a lot more fun, to be honest. The area around Ninenzaka Temple is one of the like super clouded up areas. Everyone's like, you have to go hang out here. Everyone's taking their photos there. It looks beautiful in pictures, and it is beautiful. But even at night, the vibe when there weren't that many people there was very strange, where it felt like people are just running around with tripods to take photos rather than enjoying the street. I don't know if I said this earlier, but the Starbucks that's in the 100-year-old building I want to appreciate, but the Starbucks of it all takes me so much out of it. It's very strange. This place that's been insanely cool has been corporatified, and I guess when I saw that online I was like, oh, that's interesting. The Starbucks is in there, but seeing it in person was very strange. I wish I had better words to explain the feeling. I just feel a little confused by Kyoto. This morning we have a Japanese breakfast at our hotel. There's a restaurant attached, so we will go try that out. And then we have a few more hours before our Shinkansen back to Tokyo, and I'm kind of excited to go. There's so much more to do in Kyoto that I know we haven't done. I'm just so comfortable in Tokyo. I'm a city girl. Oh, the other thing is everything closes freakishly early here. Around the temples, things close around, it was like 6, and that's when it gets dark here in the winter. Maybe the winter is throwing the whole vibe off, I don't know. I think I would actually dread being here during cherry blossom season. If it's like this now, I can't imagine what it's like when it's like peak tourist season. And then 2 days ago when we were eating dinner, we had such a hard time finding what to eat. I mean, restaurants were still open at 6, 7, but it was like a weird shutdown vibe by 8 or 9, which really threw us off because I don't know, we spend so much time doing stuff in the day, but we like to walk around at night and look at things, and there wasn't as much to walk around and look at. It's very likely we're just on the complete wrong side of Kyoto, but it's a learning lesson. Yesterday at the Fushimi Inari Temple, I got a little fox with a fortune. So cute. There were a lot of foxes guarding all of... Oh my god, I just put it in water. There were foxes guarding all of the shrines at the temple there and on the mountain. So they had foxes with little fortunes. My fortune said, "This is a time when something you've been quietly working at will gain recognition. If you work hard behind the scenes, your time for reward will come. An apparently harmless remark could lead to major repercussions," and then it has information on each area of your life and travel. Good to travel with your family, which is what we're doing. I feel like every day we've been here, I've been getting dizzier and dizzier. Like, I don't know if I have vertigo or something. I feel like I'm on a cruise ship where the floor is rocking. So just trying to take today slow, drink more water, eat more food, and stay sane. Maybe hiking that much yesterday did not help. I'm wearing some of my new compression socks and they're like falling down my legs, but this is my outfit. My hat is from Gap, scarf is from Etsy, this jacket is Charlotte Simone, and then my pants are, what is this brand called? Uniqlo. They're kind of the barrel pants. I do really enjoy those. And this top under here, I just wore a turtleneck that is from Primark. Cute, cozy. It is very, very cold out today, so that's my outfit. Somehow, after all of our Nespressos, we still needed more caffeine, so we got Blue Bottle and we headed over to Nanzenji, walking along the Philosopher's Path. We didn't really know what to expect. It was about a 15-20 minute walk from our hotel, and it was actually so peaceful. There's a bunch of cute little local cats. We were hoping maybe on this pathway we would find some amazing revelations about our lives.
By the way, sorry to interrupt you.
Oh, no.
Great meeting you.
By the way, do you know the Japanese religion about the Shinto? Shinto, have you heard?
I've heard, yeah, but not much about it.
Not
Don't know
about,
much
not
yet.
about.
So we have two main religions. The Buddhism came from India. That's imported Japan. But Shinto is the original religion. It was born almost 2,000 years. There's a long time ago. So we don't know who is the founder. We don't know who founded. So
Yeah. Yeah.
And if I meet a tourist like you, we always ask, please try to receive my praise for your good experience in Japan or making good memories. Okay, you cooperate.
Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Okay, so we have a short time. Please move here. This is dangerous.
Okay.
Okay, so one by one. You got money?
We're married.
Yes.
Yeah.
Married. That's a honeymoon? No?
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
yes,
Ah,
yes.
congratulations.
Thank you.
The first year, the husband. Okay.
Yes.
You have good time together. Just a moment. And close your eyes about one.
By the time we made it to Nanzenji, though, it was time to turn around so we could catch our train home. We checked out and we're on our way back to Tokyo, so that mini walk actually revived me and I had a really great time in Kyoto. Okay, see you guys back in Tokyo.